Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. We took care of the global cooling problem in Far Eye's world when we made it all the way into the core of the volcano, defeated Magmar, and foiled someone's evil plans. Apparently Fire Eyes had an evil twin. But now, we're in a strange new world after the evil twin made the volcano erupt and sent us sky high. We are now in the village of Crustacea, full of pirates and a few guys with togas and sandals on. You can tell that the dog's new form here is a form of foreshadowing. And this is going to be the last time we're both going to have the same amount of experience points, because once we get further on with the story, the boy's going to be more powerful than the dog from here on in. So, what we need to do, apparently that's back over here for some reason. It always seems to reset. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. And I just now noticed that it looks like there's a rip there in his pants. I just now noticed that about the boy's pants. I've probably never paid attention to it, and it's probably been there all game. But for some reason it seems to be there. Now we could go over here, but there's only so much that we can do. We are going to hunt for some enemies here, some new enemies anyway, and get some alchemy ingredients here. If I could find it, that'd be great. Apparently you have to stand here and go down to find the 3 parts vinegar. We found 2 new ingredients, ethanol and vinegar. That, I believe, is a sand spider, and that's a rogue. The big, huge pirate is trying to hit us with that anchor. As you can see, these enemies are pretty powerful. And I'm going to try to keep them away from me with a level 2 spear attack, and then bring myself up to level 14. So I'm officially more powerful than the dog from here on in. Let's see here. Limestone, there's another new one. Some more limestone. And some brimstone, another new ingredient. All sorts of new ingredients up in here. We're definitely going to be getting our fill of those later on. Also, there's a rock here, and we cannot destroy it by any means. I'm not even going to try to hit it with the bone crusher, because that wouldn't make any sense. We're going to have to go here later on. So we're done with this area for now. Now we're going to go to the right. We're going to go to the east here. And we're going to meet this guy. This is the Mad Monk. And they pretty much complement the rogue in terms of getting experience and money. I believe the Mad Monks drop more jewels and the rogues give you more experience. Let's get some wax. More wax. Ethanol. And some bone. That's another new ingredient. And if you go over here, not only does the music start up again, but you also get another area with a fire pit in it. Not sure why that's there, but it is. And I don't think there's any ingredients in this area, though I may have to come back with the dog just to be sure. What is that in the lower left-hand corner? Seriously, what is that? Why is the dog's head there? Game, what are you doing? That can't be real. Oh, it's very much real. And you can't switch to the dog either. So either it's supposed to be the icon for the dog, or it's supposed to be the dog, but you can't access the dog, yet the game puts them there anyway. I've never even noticed that before. That is really, really weird. Oh shoot, I got the plague. Yeah, the Mad Monks can actually do some things such as the plague, which has you flashing yellow and puke red. And plague is kind of like poison, except it's much stronger, much faster, and unlike poison, it does not go away on its own, and you have to get rid of it with either cure or essence. Also, how did I lose that? Oh yeah, because enemies are much stronger. Did I equip everything? Yeah, I did. And these enemies still destroyed me. My word. Now, if I had speed equipped, I definitely would be far less likely to miss here, but I seem to be doing pretty well for myself now that I've leveled up a little bit. Let's go for some more ingredients. There's some brimstone, there should be some vinegar here, ethanol, limestone should be here too, unless I'm looking in the wrong spot. There we go. Apparently you gotta be right there in that corner there and then grab it. I wonder, has it always been there? Yeah, it's always been there. And I can tell because apparently when you have the Bone Crusher equipped, the boy's sprite is a little darker than it usually is. Another weird thing. Yeah, pay attention to the boy. When I switch to the Horn Spear, pay attention to how bright he is. Yeah, he gets much brighter. So, apparently that rip in his pants was there all game, and I've just never noticed it. Get some more stuff here. There's some ethanol. Now, you can either go into this pit, you actually can walk into it, or you can walk into this cave. I'm going to walk into this cave because it makes more sense in real life to do such a thing. Inside this cave is Blimp. Still carrying his fish. Still with those old prehistoric gourds. And how do we know that it was his boat that we used? Interesting. I guess he just knew that because he knew he landed near the swamp or something, I don't know. But Blimp apparently had a bunch of mud pepper plants near him, and he used those to float to safety. He then says that this world is much different from the last one we've been to. Of course, we mention our dog, and that segues into this scene. You can't really do much. You're just going to have to move from one lily pad to another using your control pad. The dog does the jumping for you, you just have to do the movement. And apparently we're in this strange palace somewhere. There's really not much you can do with the dog whatsoever. Now, I've never noticed that the dog's head is to the right. There. I keep thinking it's going to be to the left, but then I realize it's always on the right. I just now realize it's always on the right. There's someone else that we can talk to here, too. There she is. And she kind of speaks to us like we're the boy or something. There are alchemy ingredients here, but being the dog, we can't get to them. until like much later in the game. So all we can do now is go in here and trigger a cutscene. Apparently, there is a rather strange, shifty leader in this palace. Talking to his advisor, Pompolonius. This guy wants the diamond eyes of the sacred dog statue. We're going to be learning more about that as we go through this land. Well, anyway, Pompolonius wants a sign from the sacred dog before they do anything about it. This guy says the sacred dog is a myth, but then our dog manages to chase a cat and end up in here. And apparently, we seem to have gotten their attention. And that's pretty much where this cutscene ends, and we go back to playing as the boy. Blimp gives us the bridge to go to the other side. He tells you about the city on the other side of the desert. Yes, we'll be crossing a desert. And that we might be able to find our dog there. Well, it's the only other place we've seen, so why not? Anyway, he does tell you about the bridge. And he gives you a new formula called Crush. Takes 1 part limestone and 1 part wax. So I'm going to take stock of my alchemy ingredients right now. I am going to equip Crush. I am going to do that. Cure I'm going to keep. Defend I'm going to keep, but I'm only going to use it against bosses because it's going to be hard to find clay. Flash I'm going to keep because it's still the most powerful offensive spell that I have. Hardball is going to be dropped. Reason being, we're not going to find clay and crystal for a long time. Heal will definitely keep. You're always going to find roots in water somewhere. Levitate we're going to keep for a little while. And speed I'm going to keep, and I'm going to level that up because we can easily find wax and water anywhere around here. And let's go ahead and purchase ingredients. In case we need to do this again with them, we can always go in the cave and talk to them. And Crush, the limestone part is very expensive. I'll go ahead and take a few. But I also want to get some jewels ready. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the mud peppers. I'm going to buy 5 of them. That's pretty much all we're probably going to need for the game. Maybe. In case I need more, I can always go back here and get more. But there's going to be very few times where I'm going to have to use Levitate or buy anything related to it for the spell. We can still get ash, water. Well, we can get crystal, but we can't get clay. That's kind of lame. And bone, which is also expensive. We're going to be using that for a spell that we're going to get a little later on. If we wanted to use it. You'll see what that alchemy formula is in time. But for now, Crush returns to his cave, and I might as well go ahead and show off the little Salabog head is just mantled over there on the north wall. And of course, you can still unequip your spells, equip or unequip. You can still purchase ingredients, and you can also record your progress here too if you need to, which is pretty neat. Let's go ahead and grab the wax and ash out of the gourds. And there's a few things I can do for the remainder of this video. I'm not going to really do anything storyline related for the rest of the video. I am, however, going to bring speed up and try to bring that up to maybe level 2. It would help. And I can get some good accuracy in on these enemies. And I thought I could hit that guy. There we go. These two jars here, we cannot get to them until later on. So don't worry about those for now. I am, however, going to go to the desert. Now don't go all the way to the north, because that's where the town will be. And once you enter the town, you'll actually trigger a in-game timer that you won't really be able to get much access to. You'll see what I mean by that. But here's the ghost pirate, who will tell you if you want a lift. And he always calls you some sort of nickname, and it's always a random one every time. And it's going to cost us an amulet of annihilation. We don't have one, so we're going to have to hoof it. Rules of the desert. You lose 5 hit points every so often. To refill, you either have to heal yourself at one of these oases or heal yourself with one of your spells. Now here's something that you won't really learn right away. You want to keep going north and east. This will take you to this second area right away. And that's a skull claw. No, wait, that's a bone buzzard, not a skull claw. Skull claws aren't until later. And I keep pressing X to try to activate my ring. I should be using Y. There's bone buzzard. I'm going to practice the crush spell on this thing. Reason being, wow, it'll take those things down real well. Wonder how well it will do against the sand spiders. Also, apparently that other oh, there it is. I have to say, I thought that sand spider was looping across the screen, but apparently it wasn't. So we have the sand spiders, we have the bone buzzards, and we also have the tumbleweeds that we're going to be seeing shortly. In case I do those, I'm going to be hitting those with the crush formula as well. I'm going to see if I can actually bring this thing up for fun. It's not going to be as powerful as the horn spear, but I'd like to level it up just for the heck of it. Get it up to level 2. And also level crush up at the same time. That'd be great. I may be a little off center from where I need to be. But from that oasis we went to from the northeast direction, we want to go straight north. Reason being, there's something that we're going to be able to get because I went in a certain direction for the next oasis. And then we'll be able to get that thing that we're going to get is going to be something that's usually pretty hard to get to. I also want to level up Crush as well. And I am really taking damage here, so let's go ahead and heal ourselves real quick. That way the combination of the enemies here as well as the deadly desert heat won't get to us. And now we got this bad boy to level 1. Brilliant. And you know what? I might as well go ahead and try to get speed to level 2 here real quick. Try to get that going. And keep on heading to the north here. If I can. That way I can do some damage against these enemies. Well, I try to hit these things to no avail. I want to see if I can get these things to level 2 as well. Reason being, I want to power it up a little bit. Maybe it could be of use in the future, maybe not. But we're at the oasis here, and if we went northeast and then to one oasis, then second oasis, and then we went north to the third one, we'll meet this guy. I'm not sure if he ever stands in place. Sometimes he moves around, sometimes he doesn't. But if you talk to this guy, he gives you a new alchemy spell. It's called Sting. Hard to get to unless you know what to do. 2 water, 1 ethanol. We're not going to have much access to ethanol at this point, but I do want to bring it up level-wise when I can, because it's a really nice spell to have. And if you talk to this guy again, he'll let you equip and unequip your spells. So we're basically done here, for the most part. Yeah, we only have like 5 castings of that. So I'll be able to use Crush, but I won't really be able to use Sting, sadly. What I am going to use, however, is this Spider's Claw to actually hit this thing. If I can. There we go. Again, I'm doing this just for fun. You don't really need to level up the Spider's Claw if you don't have to. So if you can actually attack stuff, bring everything to level 3 and attack stuff that way, that is pretty cool to brag about. And apparently that tumbleweed disappeared on me, or did it? The best thing about tumbleweed is that the best thing about Crush is that it's a lot faster than Flash and even Hardball too. It doesn't have to travel for as long as Flash or Hardball does, and Hardball's even faster than Flash. Once you attack it, it just goes straight in the air and it almost immediately hits whatever it is you're trying to target. Just puts all the enemies that come into your path out of their misery. And of course I'm also going to cast Speed again. Might as well go ahead and Crush here. Alright. Let's keep on going down. Just taking my time here. Just taking my good old time here. You know what? Oh, I have to say, we should be nearing another place where we can heal up soon. Another oasis. Only thing is, where is it? And it turns out, right when I was about to say that, I run right into it. I do like the fact that once you level Crush to 1, it will immediately take care of the tumbleweeds. So the desert is really good place for Crush practice when you get it, because there's always going to be a tumbleweed popping out from somewhere, and once you get to level 1, you can just one-shot it with the spell, which is really nice. Really love doing that. And if I do keep going well, okay. Well, I'm about to say we should be reaching another oasis shortly, but we only managed to get to the southern end of the desert quickly. I'm about to say I wanted to look at the ingredients to see how much money I had. Well, we have quite a few ingredients. Might as well go ahead and grab some more, why not? And how am I doing on Crush and Speed? Crush is at 1 in 40, Speed is at 1 in 50. So we're using a lot of wax. I should definitely try to refill wax first next time. And since this is the only place where we can get alchemy ingredients so far, we'll definitely be going back and forth while I try to level stuff up. So we can at least level stuff up before we continue on with the storyline of this game. Alright. Kill this guy. I wonder if that dog head will show up. The next... Ow! Hit in with Crush. And try to heal myself too. That was terrible. Not even level 15 and these guys are already destroying me. And I got the best armor that can possibly get at this point. Got the armor that showed up as soon as I got over to Crustacea. Not sure if I want to level up from here. I probably do. But apparently, those enemies in the world on the plateau, Fire Eye's world, those things were child's play compared to this. 47 damage off of an anchor? Please. And I'm gonna have to heal myself. Are you kidding me right now? If I press... You're kidding me. Oh, the dog shows up here. So the dog is in an area outside of the game where we can't reach him. So every time I get to that lower left-hand corner, in an area full of enemies, and I hold R or L, he sniffs. I'm not sure if the cartridge copy of the game does this or what, but that was weird. Also, I took quite a bit of damage there again. Yeah, the dog isn't really supposed to show up there in any way at all. So apparently the programmers actually put the dog in a part of the world outside where we can go, where we can't reach him and the dog can't reach us. That's kind of weird. But anyway, I might as well go ahead and see how we're doing here. There's Crush. I may actually save here because I'm getting close to 30 minutes. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and end this on a happy note with a rest at the end. Can't even speak at the end of the video to save my life. Love that music. Anyway, before I do the next video, I'm going to be spending some time leveling up Crush, leveling up Speed, doing a little bit of leveling on the Spider's Claw just for fun. Maybe going up a few levels. I'm probably not going to bring the Spider's Claw up to level 3, but I'm just going to do that for fun. And I'm also going to get some more money for some of the things that I want to do next time. So, join me next time where I explore more of this strange new world that we're in. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!